Happy holidays, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Healthy Teaching Kitchen at Home. Today we've got a healthier take on another favorite holiday side, but we're gonna jazz it up with lots of new flavors and textures to make it so tasty, it's sure to stay off the naughty list. So let's get started. Welcome back, everybody. Today we've got a healthier take on a favorite holiday side, cranberry sauce. Now, your typical cranberry sauce in a can is really high in sugar and it lacks a lot of fiber, so we're gonna make a fresh version today. So what you're gonna do is start off with a bag of fresh cranberries, and we're just gonna add this into a small pot. Now we're gonna get a little bit creative and we're gonna add some extra textures and flavors in there. The first thing that we're gonna use is an apple. So you can use whatever your favorite apple is. I'm gonna use a Granny Smith apple today. And just grab yourself a grater, and we're gonna grate about maybe half a large apple, or if it's a smaller apple, you can use the whole thing. So just take yourself a grater, move your apple down the grater, watch your fingers. Okay, so we ended up using about 3/4 of the apple. So then all you're gonna do is take your apple shavings here and just put it right into your pot with your cranberries. Alrighty. Now the next step that we're gonna do is we're gonna add some extra flavor with some orange zest. So just grab yourself some oranges and a zester. A zester is kind of like a small grater, but you don't wanna go too far into the apple skin, otherwise it's gonna get kind of bitter. So just a couple little turns of your orange, and you can see that just a little bit of that color comes off. If you start to see that the white pith underneath, that's where it's gonna get a little bit bitter. Alrighty, so we'll add this to our pile that we already have here. So you're gonna add about a teaspoon of orange zest. And that's really gonna brighten up the flavor without making it too bitter. All right, then just to add a little extra sweetness, we're gonna add the juice of one small orange. So just give that a squeeze right on top. And the orange juice is also gonna help sweeten it up a little bit, because cranberries can be a little bit bitter. And the nice thing about using whole cranberries is that they're gonna be really high in fiber versus the canned cranberry sauce, which really doesn't have too much in there. 1 cup of cranberries is actually gonna have almost about 5 grams of fiber, so it's a really great source. Now, typical cranberry sauce calls for about 1 cup of sugar, but that's kind of a lot of sugar. So we're gonna cut that down and we're gonna do only about 1/4 of a cup. So just add that right on top, okay? And you can even do a little bit less if you want. We're gonna add 1 cup of water. Okay, and then the finishing touch is gonna be a little sprinkle of cinnamon. That cinnamon's also gonna bring a nice sweetness and a little bit of warmth. All right, maybe about 1/2 teaspoon or so. So now we're just gonna give this a mix and put it on the stove and bring it to a gentle boil, and then just watch it until it reduces down, and then it kind of turns into that cranberry sauce. All right, so we took our cranberry sauce off the stove and we let it cool a little bit, and you can see it reduced down, so it's got this really nice thick texture and this beautiful color, so it's gonna make a really nice side dish on your table. So let's give this a try. So it's a little bit tart from the cranberries, but the orange juice that really sweetened it up, and the apples give it a really nice texture and some brightness, and then that cinnamon also gives it a really nice warmth. So there's a lot of dimension to this, to what's otherwise typically a pretty flat side dish on the table. So definitely give this one a shot for your next holiday gathering. Well, that's all we got for today's recipe. Now, I know the holidays can be a tricky time for some people when it comes to food choices, but remember, the holidays only come once a year, so enjoy yourself, and remember, everything in moderation. If you need any help from your local registered dietitian, give your PAC team a call and get scheduled today. My name is Meredith Rocky, and we'll see you next time.